Cat sitting and watching my favorite Christmas movie, Die Hard. Maybe later I'll watch my second favorite Christmas movie, Die Hard 2. Some Christmas crepes. Delicious. Well, it may not be the full Christmas spread. It looks pretty delicious to me. Hello friends, family, total strangers. Today's video is going to be about using a GPS app to hike and to explore off-trail and on sketchy trails. Before I get to that, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and winter solstice and any other holiday you may have celebrated. I had a lovely Christmas with BB the diabetic cat. I was cat sitting. And I also had a good New Year's. I was up here, which is near the Peralta Canyon Trailhead outside of Phoenix, gateway to the Superstition Mountains. Gorgeous out here. You do need an Arizona State Land Trust permit to camp out here. And you can only camp for 14 days out of the year on Arizona State Land Trust land. They do that to minimize the impact just because of how many people winter in Arizona. But that works out great for me because I'm working currently, so I can come out here on my weekends, at least some of the time. So yeah, let's get right to it. When I was working in the Tahoe area, I got a app. I got the Gaia GPS app. I paid for it. There's a free version, but it doesn't have map overlay. So it is awesome. It's you can download maps offline, and so you can hike when you don't have phone service, and it still has your location on the map, and you can zoom in really close so you can real time follow a trail. So while you're walking, if you get slightly off track, just within a few steps, like you can see it on the map, you can get that close in. And it is incredibly useful. I was just hiking a trail up here yesterday, and it was a really kind of sketchy trail. It was disappearing all the time. It had false trails coming off of it everywhere. And I was just constantly getting off, and I just got to the point, I just stayed zoomed in and used that to follow the trail, and it worked like a charm. So having a GPS app is life-changing. It's really awesome for hiking. Like, you don't have to follow these sketchy directions in some expensive guidebook anymore. And don't get me wrong, guidebooks are great, and they give you a lot of information beyond just the trail information. But it's really nice to have a GPS app. There's a few different ones out there. I used Gaia GPS. It is a subscription service, $20 a year. All Trails also has an app, and to be able to download their maps, it is also a subscription service. It's a little more expensive. I don't remember how much. It might have more trails on it. I don't know. But there's another app that I didn't know about before I bought the Gaia GPS. It's called the Hiking Project, and it's run by REI, and it's free. It's a free app, and it's a GPS app with trail overlay, and you can download the maps just like you can with Gaia or or all trails. So that's definitely that's nice to know, and I might give it a try here in the near future. Um, but Gaia works great, and all said and done, $20 isn't that much. But if you can get it for free, and it's a comparable product, you might as well get it for free. So I will give the hiking project a try. So it's called the Hiking Project, and again, Gaia is spelled Gaia. If you wanted to check that out. But more than just hiking on trail with a GPS, you can also hike off trail, which is what we did. It was September 26th, and there was a group of 6 of us, who all worked at the lodge that I worked at, and we all piled in a car and drove to Horsetail Falls, which is off of Highway 50, heading towards the valley in California. So you go over a pass, and it's off of Highway 50, which is a major highway. And Horsetail Falls is awesome. So we just parked on the highway and left the car, and we hiked from the highway back to the lodge we worked at. And then we picked up the car later. And it was great. Just to note, if you do shuttle a car, there's a trailhead at the other end, so you can shuttle a car if you want and do a one-way hike like we did. If you do any hiking at Horsetail Falls, there is a parking fee, a recreation fee for day parking. You don't have to pay that if you have a National Parks Pass, America the Beautiful Pass. You can just put that in the window. And that's what we did, because I have one. So, yeah, it was an amazing trip. So, yeah, I'm going to show you that hike now, which was, most of the day was off trail. There was a couple of times where we hit a trail for a short distance, and then we were back off trail and exploring and just using our GPS to track ourselves and where we were and follow the contours and everything. So, yeah, let me cut you to that footage. There was a group of 6 of us, and yeah, it was a blast. It was about 12 miles or so back to the lodge from there. So let me show you that footage. On the trail to Horsetail Falls. We're actually hiking to Horsetail Falls, kind of bushwhacking up it, and then making our way back to Lily Lake. So we're doing a one-way point-to-point hike. Should be pretty awesome. The trail has ended, and now we just have to make our way up the falls until we run into trail again. So yeah, there's a section where you just have to kind of work your way up the waterfall, no trail. Not for the faint of heart. I think we're past the rock scrambling part, so should be smooth sailing from here. Yeah, I guess this is kind of pretty. This is
Can we cross or no?
Desolation Lake. More of Desolation Lake. Nobody pegged me.
Oh, that feels so good. I know.
That one was too close. This is the edge of Aloha Lake. Still haven't really been on trail yet today. It's kind of a bushwhacky sort of day. That's looking down on Aloha Lake. Gorgeous. This is Jabu Lake. This is Lake Marjorie. We're now back on trail for the first time in like 6 miles. It was fun though. The off-trail adventure was pretty fun. It's pretty easy to get around the Sierra off-trail as long as you have a GPS or a map and know how to read it. So yeah, we just used GPS and it worked really well. This is Lake Lucille. We've done quite a bit of lake bagging today. Okay, and we're back off trail again.
I was trying to do a little bit of like squat type stuff. I was doing a little bit of yoga in the spring and everything on Saturdays.
See, this is the type of bushwhacking and off trail that I'm not into too much. I much prefer the open rocks. There's Grass Lake, which was in the last video. So yeah, almost back. We got about 3.5 miles of trail and then we're done. So yeah, we're back here at Grass Lake. That was awesome. That was a really great adventure. Horsetail Falls was amazing. Jabu Lake was really cool. There was almost like an infinity pool. I don't know if I got a really good shot of that where it just dropped off into a cliff on the other side of it. Yeah, that whole adventure was great. That is, go hiking off trail is not something I've ever been comfortable with and really ever done. I never hike off trail. So that was really fun though, and it was pretty easy to navigate. I have Gaia GPS on my phone now, which is GAIA GPS. It's an app, and it works offline. So you just download the map of the area that you're going to be in, and then you can track your progress on it, and you don't need a phone signal. So really helpful for hiking off trail, but also helpful for hiking on trail on a kind of trail that has a lot of unsigned forks. And it is a subscription service, so it's $20 a year, but that's the best $20 I've ever spent. $20 to know where I am is worth it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed this one, so thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all the fun stuff. Thanks a bunch.